Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
And you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Wims. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Again, he'll drop the throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, Melton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the try here for the extra point. Flooding likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
At 7. Jason Myers set to
So
kick off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team They lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so that's remaining here in the is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Ravens 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's got it, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And this is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check 26, check 26.
From the 44, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack them.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On second and goal, here's the option. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A 20-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, check back 27. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the into that lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
The 20. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On second down now, Melton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Ravens 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 48 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better 18, right here. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Coming. Hey, smash.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. 18, ready. 18, ready. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. It's going to be a long go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for